in certain structures this language actually has, then we may claim that, okay, we at least in the language, we know it, and we're kind of developing together with it. Okay, so, yes, you can, yeah, click on this space bar. Yeah, thank you very much. Could you please click on this bar? Yeah, that's right, and then you're gonna have this grammar house. Okay, so what is grammar house? It's a visual model in 3 time spaces and 16 tense structures that reflects how people who speak English see the world around. So I have today the unfolded copy, so we're going to use it because today we will mostly focus on practicing, how we can practice using this grammar house, and you will tell me whether it helps or maybe it's just additional something we don't need, and maybe just my baby that I actually created and I kind of use it. So that's why I welcome all your remarks, be it okay, negative, positive questions, and I think I'm okay when you interrupt me and ask me questions whenever they arise, okay? So, and the next please. Yes. So what is the main idea of grammar house? To help making a purposeful choice of all verb structures in simple, and you can see the color is blue, then progressive, which is continuous, and people say why? Well, because some grammar have progressive, so we know continuous, now we know progressive, so you can use it continuous, that's fine. Perfect and perfect progressive, and you can see they each side of this grammar house is of certain color. Well, so the blue side, it's all about simple tenses. The yellow, it's about continuous or progressive tenses. Perfect is red, and the combination of red and yellow makes orange, which is perfect continuous. Okay, good. No, it's okay. So what are the main elements of the grammar house, okay? So it is actually the structure of a standard structure of an English sentence, right? So first of all, it's conventional because, yes, it's I have pronouns. Pronouns are represented by all personal pronouns. Actually, all personal pronouns can substitute any subject, even, I think, a part of a sentence, which is the beginning of a complex sentence. Okay. So when I, for example, teach students, I usually tell them that it's just like a person, a sentence. The first hand, it's who or what, and the second is a verb about who or what. I do not use a lot of grammatical terms, a lot of grammatical rules. Well, why? Because I think that it's more important to tell my students what is behind those words and make them understand than actually remember them and frighten them with the word gerund or something, you know, like something like gerund, because I don't understand what gerund is. Okay, so this is kind of structure. So if we do not have any, it's going to be one hand, one leg sentence, and it's not good English. So it is affirmative structure of a sentence. Then, with the help of all chips here, we can make it negative. So all chips here are placed, okay, on a certain place here on the grammar house. I'm going to give it to you. So to make negative sentences. So you can see 3 chips. They are used only on the blue side, and 2 of them are universal. Not has all 4 colors, and will not also has 4 colors. And below the contracted form is given. Time indicators. So it is something which goes beyond the sentence structure. However, it is included in the sentence structure, which means these are the words that help us identify what time we are talking about, what time we are in. And I think it's very important. And the words themselves, very often we teachers, and I used to be the same way, we used to say, if you see the word always or usually, it is simple. Let's go to this blue side and see what is on that blue side. It is true, and it works in let's say 95%, but there are 5% which does not work that way. So it is okay at the elementary level, but then when they grow, you have to say them, hey, okay, it's not 100%. Okay, also there are some symbolic pictures, and other than standard cases of tense usage, and it can be seen on yellow pages, sorry, not pages, yellow side, because here you can see a man who is crying. So it is a symbol of situation when we make complaints. When we make complaints, we use, okay, go ahead, please. When we make complaints, continuous with the word always, right? Okay, so and then other cases. And so this is mostly it. Well, maybe, yeah, could you please press it? When I was getting ready for this seminar, thank you for kind of pushing me having that seminar. I got interested in a very simple thing to me. When we teach somebody, we actually form a skill, right? And in English, we have to form listening skills, reading skills, well, you know, like writing skills, okay? You know all of them, right? So I kind of looked through a lot of stuff, run through kind of maybe look through, browse different sites, and this is what I actually found. I'm not going to speak a lot about that, but I found a lot of material in Russian. But in English sources, they do not, I think, maybe I spent not so much time on that. So Russian sources go deep, that's right, like psychologically, and it is very good. But this is the translation for what I found in Russian source. What is skill? It's one link in the chain of interest, belief, knowledge, ability, then comes skill, habit, and necessity. Well, and I like this actually picture scheme that I found, which is called the staircase of learning. So, and again, it is very interesting topic. We can talk about it, and we really need it because I think when we are going to go in depth of what we do when we teach grammar, we have to understand how it happens, whether our students, okay, have that skill at the end as an outcome, as a result, or maybe not. Okay, so you can look at it. I will just read very quickly. So the interesting thing is the beginning and the end. At the beginning, unconsciousness, incompetence, blissful ignorance. Blissful is like happy ignorance. I'm very happy that I don't know. That's right, nothing happened. Pete doesn't know English, he's really happy. But then maybe, okay, awareness, and then conscious incompetence. I know I can do it. When he sees that all those tenses of grammar, well, hey, I can't do it. I think I can do it. Then, okay, like going through all those stages, we go up, we actually, yes, go up another step, and it's conscious competence, which means I can do it if I pay attention. It's interesting what happens in all those stages. Again, it's not our topic. I'm going to go through it very quickly. And the last one, unconscious competence, easy and effortless. So actually, what is skill? When we do something and our conscious does not control it. So this is the skill. Then we can do it. It is easy. We do not put any effort into it. It's just great. You see, we start from unconscious incompetence and finish, and the outcome will be unconscious competence. We know it, and our brains do not control it. Okay, going back to the communication skills. Communication skills are supposed to dominate over grammatical knowledge. And you remember, you spoke, there are many rules. Knowing rules, does it help us to acquire, to develop communication skills? Why not? Why not? Any ideas? Okay, yeah, Marina, you are here, so tell us, right? Okay, so 2 days ago, I had an interesting visitor, a friend of mine, okay, actually, to a person person. I'm not going to tell you his name. He's 55. He lives in Canada now with his daughter. And here in Ukraine, he actually holds really high positions somewhere, kind of head of chairman of federation. And he came to me, and the friend of mine told me, oh, he's so angry at English, but he's angry at all English teachers. And he said, hey, I've been listening, but of course he spoke in Russian. He didn't say I've been learning, sorry. Yeah, he said, okay, я учу уже этот английский 55 лет, okay, and I cannot, and he's so angry with everything, as you know what. He says, you know what, when, he said, our lesson will be like this. I will tell you, number one, how I understand present perfect, and you will correct me. He's kind of businessman. And he told me, don't tell me about present perfect. I will tell you what it is. It is the actions that started in the past and still have result in present, but I don't understand it, okay? How and where can I use it? Okay, so, well, at the end of our communication, I don't know what's happened, whether he's ever gonna call me, okay, whatever, on Skype, but he said, okay, I'm gonna buy this house. Okay, in any, it's not like I'm kind of trying to say that it's good, but the point is, I told you previously that because I was lazy, kind of, you know, opening different grammar, looking for explanation in this grammar and then, okay, yes, we have covered and we have done exercises in simple tenses, then in perfect tenses, then in continuous tenses. How can we put them together? How can we put them together? Okay, that's why I created this grammar house, because I have everything at a time. Okay, and I can look at what is here and we can, that's right, practice it. And the next slide, which is actually, we come to the actual practice. Now I will need your help. Yeah, practicing grammar with grammar house. So this is it. Now I'm going to give you grammar house, and it's good. Okay, so yes. So I use it, right, like this. Sometimes I cut them in several parts for more convenience, but actually this is the way how it works. Okay, you can use the chips. Okay, so could you please take this and take this and take this. Okay, how many do you have? 3, and you have here 2, 3. Go ahead. Oh yeah, sure. Could you please get them right? Okay, right. Well, you know what? Usually when I teach, I use them unfolded. Just unfolded. Okay, this is really this is how I use it. So like this, right? Yes, you can sit here, right? Okay. So this is what you see here again. Can you see subject? Have you found subject? Yep. Okay. Can you see? Where do you see subject? Okay, so you remember I told you it's this one, the subject of a sentence, it's conventional pronoun. Where do you see subject? Everywhere. Everywhere. You can see subject, okay, it's everywhere. So now, okay, so I will use a, okay, so this is everywhere. Okay, by the way, the top part means future. The central part is present. And these are basement. This is past, okay? Mm-hmm. This is past. So subject is everywhere, okay? So and it's one and the same. It's I, you, we, they. Okay, right? Then do you see verb? Yes, you see verb, right? And it has 2 colors. If you remember previously, I told you why it has 2 colors. The green color stands for regular verbs. The red color stands for irregular verbs, right? It stands for irregular verbs. Again, so, and how many verb forms do you see on this grammar house? How many? How many? 3. Okay, that's right. Can we say that ing is Also the verb form as a separate, definitely. Okay, that's right. Can I use with this? Okay, and maybe, is it okay you have it? For you, is it enough? Okay, thank you. Okay, so, yeah, it's okay, so once again, and again, this, I don't know why I kind of remember that man, actually, who has been teaching, who has been learning, who has been angry with teachers, but who has been learning English for 55 years. When he saw that on the blue side, I separated the verb be from all other verbs, he said, oh, that's a good idea. Now I see, because every time I don't understand and I hear people say, I am agree. Which is okay when you are tourists, people will be happy, but when we speak about accurate English, this is not correct. Because the verb be lives separately from everyone. Right now, we are looking at the blue side central part. It's present, right? I'm going, okay, so this is it. So practicing grammar with grammar house. So for verb be, I can show you what I do with the be verb just a little bit, because this is what I've chosen for this seminar. First of all, the cube. This is, I love it. So this is the verb, and very often I use kids' blocks because I tell them, for example, if a word in English has several meaning and it is a grammatical word and it is used very often, I say that I put it in this block and then I turn it around. Okay, when I turn it, so here it means something, but when we turn it the other side, it means something different. And when we go this one, it means again something different. So for kids it works, maybe for adults not, but okay, you will make your own mind. So this is the verb be. So see, so I am turning it, so this is am. And if you look here, which actually subject has chosen this form of am? That's interesting. Sometimes I ask students, can I say that am is be? Sure, of course. And you know, for them it's okay, no, because it's different word. Okay, definitely. So this is, I say, thanks God, it's the only verb that has different forms in English. Okay, so I don't know how they learn Russian or Ukrainian, right? So this is, I has chosen am. Okay, what about this one? Is, he, she, it. Are, that's right. Now, look, if we go down, by the way, if we go down, I tried, and I think that it's absolutely possible to teach all, structures in all time spaces. Yeah, because every side has its specific characteristic. Whether it is past, present, or future, it is still simple. If it is continuous, so simple is general, facts, and permanent. So continuous is temporary, specific, and it will be specific in present, in the past, and in the future. For, you know, sometimes we find the keywords for each grammatical tenses, okay? So for perfect, for example, I say, how would you characterize perfect with one word? Oh, this is lasted in the past, it's not one word.
The result?
Result. Done. Anything else? Already. Yes, very good, already. Okay, to me it is, yes, I said I would kind of vote for done. Usually I say completed. It is something that completed, finished, done, okay? So, and then the question is, if it is done and completed and finished, why do we translate it into past when we speak?
Sorry, but the past simple is also completed.
Exactly. Yes, this is a very good, super. This is a very, by the way, I have some stickers, rewarding stickers. You have the kind of number one. Sorry. Okay. Yes, it is also completed, but I haven't finished telling, but it is completed and it is completed. So why we have present? The difference between past, simple, and present perfect both means completed. So what is the difference? Great question.
It's totally completed in the past. Past perfect. It's complete.
Present perfect.
Past present perfect. It's also completed, but connection with present.
Yeah, the result connection. You know, this is, okay, it's interesting because I also broke my head when I thought about it and my student bombarded me. Okay, so what is the difference? What is the difference? When I showed this grammar house to kids, they said, no, Marina Victorovna, you made a mistake. It should be here. So the red part should be here. This is how they feel it. Exactly. You say it is completed, okay, and this is also completed, but it is, but what has been done, what is in the verb is true now.
And
That's
also
the point.
it shows experience.
Yeah?
The experience of person.
If you say the experience, okay, so what about, okay, I went to leave, okay, I met my friends, okay, that was also experience. It does not experience, to me, does not tell anything. Why is it different? Okay, that's why I ask you, could you please help me? Or we can talk it over. Yes? This is words, but we speak about structures. You know, sometimes I tell my students, look, we have this grammar word have and has. What, okay, what form is it? Present? Present. So everything which we translate into our language is true noun. It's true noun. And this is, look, this is the time space for present perfect. If we could, and for example, we make it like this, you hide the basement, right? So this is what's going to happen. So this one is, so do it, okay, hide the basement. So we're going to have simple, perfect, okay, and again it's going to be here. You see, what is the time space for present perfect? It gets the past. Okay, it actually, so this is the time space for present perfect. And this is the time space only for simple, only for continuous, for progressive. And this is for, because this is simple perfect and this is continuous, perfect continuous. That's right. So, and somebody asked me, why do you put this red part and green part, sorry, and blue part together? Not like this, right? I said, I did it deliberately because in this case I can show the difference. I can show the difference. Okay, so once again, sorry for if I digress a little bit. So now let's finish with this B. So B, okay, so what happens if we go, for example, M, if we go down, this is M, if we go down, it's going to be what? R, go down, it's going to be word. Well, the same. And if it is B and we go top, will do. So this is like this. Okay, so the verb be actually, you know, to me I discovered a lot of interesting thing about verb be because it's the only verb and we can make so many sentences with be. And you can see those symbols. Why? When do we use this verb be? To tell who is who in singular and in plural, so we see people. What is what for singular and for plural. So you can see all three pictures, it's for one actually. Type of situation. The next when you see the map with the flag, it's located. Where is the subject? Who is the subject? What is the subject? the face, which is smiling, what kind of subject it is, right? And 17, it is numerical information about the subject. And in all those cases, the only verb in the sentence is be, no other verb. And you remember, if we don't put it, it's going to be one armed, one legged, one armed, one legged sentence, which is not correct. Okay. I also, so by the way, how do we make negative? It's easy. We put not after that. Okay. How do we make questions? We lift the flip. Lift the flip. So you will see that like this. Oops. It changed, right? Okay. I have also brought this one. So this is for little kids. I made it. It's actually the same that I have here, but you can see, okay, the subject. And here is the girl. I can hide it because then I can explain that you is one and you are two people. So here when I open it, I can cut it. So I can see, I can cut it so I can open what is for I, blah, 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 blah. Here if I open it, it's a question. Okay? Okay, so you can use it for little kids. Take it from this because here you can see a lot of other stuff. Who would like to have it? I have, okay. We will actually do it. I have it. I can actually send it to you. I have only a couple of copies, but I can send it to you if you need, and I'm ready to give it to you today, right? Okay. Right. So this is about B. Now a B chart. What is a B chart? Yeah, this is I just showed you. Okay. Interesting. There is. Right? What is the difference between my glasses are on the table and there are glasses on the table? Can you explain it to me?
Because it's no difference.
Why do they have two different structures?
Emphasis, no.
Huh?
Emphasize,
That's what? But in the first sentence we have, so what do we have in the first sentence? We have the glasses and we have the glasses is what? Okay, thing. And then on the table we have the glasses and the location, right? There are glasses on the table. We have glasses and we have on the table. Why do they use this? There is. And how should we choose between them? Any idea? Okay, explain it to me.
If we want to emphasize table, there is. And if we want to emphasize glasses, the glasses are on the table.
If we want to emphasize table, you are very. It is warm but not. Could you please pass it? It is warm but not. I would say hot. Okay. So one more. So I love this. It is. There is. Okay. Yeah. But okay. Can we read it? Okay. It's going to be like a rap. In front of my house, there's a tree. My cat likes to climb it with me. In back of my house, help me. In back of my house, there's a hill where I go hiking with Bill. Next to my house, there's a creek where I catch fish every week. Across the road, there's a lake where I go swimming with Jay. Near my house, there's a park. I never go there after dark. Around my house, there's a lawn. On weekends, I sit there till dawn. Under the porch, there's a mouse. Sometimes it comes into my house. Over the door, there is a light. Inside my house, there's a lot more. To see, just knock at my door. This is not but I actually love it. You can sing it. The author is a Polish teacher who plays the guitar. I will tell you his name. So you know what? What occurred to me 2 days ago, I took this poem, and explained it to kids who were 10. And you know what happened? That was interesting. I said, okay, I used the house. And we looked, and we put, a tree. I circled tree, so you can do it if you want. It is yours. I circle a tree and I said, it is information number 1. Okay, do you have it? Right. A tree is information number 1, right? In front of my house, it's information number 2, and it means location, right? Location. A tree, what? In front of my house, location. If you add this house, and we are going to build a sentence starting from this, what our sentence will be. What will come first? A tree, which is it, right? A tree, look here, a tree, what comes next? Is, we're going to take it from, okay? Is where? In front of my house, and we crossed out there. We don't need it. Okay? We made a sentence. A tree is in front of my house. We don't need there. Cross it. Now we're gonna. You were all right when you said the difference, right? And I said, so now let's tell the same but use different structure. What is the different structure? Because, okay, if we start from this location, in some houses you have there is, I don't remember where they put it, in some there is, but in some maybe if it is not written, you can just write it here. If we start from location, we do not start from it. We start from location, we have to start from there is. Okay? So, and you are right. Okay, when we start from there is, then you can give the Russian sentence. Okay? If we translate all these sentences into Russian, they will sound differently. Очки на столе очки. Why do we say it differently? What is the difference? No difference in meaning, but structurally there is a difference. So when do we do that? When automatically it's somewhere here, we want to emphasize the location, we will start на столе. That's why when we describe house or apartment, we do not say, what we say, холодильник в кухне. We usually say в кухне холодильник, okay? На столе, that's right. So when we describe the location, we really have to say that. So the second structure will be, there is a tree in front of my house. And the third structure will be, in front of my house, but again, I did not start with it. I cannot say in front of my house is. It's not correct. I should use there is. This is it. To me it helped. I don't know whether you think it helped or not. But actually, if you look here, and then we wrote 1, 2, information 1, it's a tree, and then in front of my house, this is information 2. It's about the location. Okay, and caterpillar. Very cool, I have to do it very quickly. So what about caterpillar? Okay. It might be interesting, again, for younger students. Okay, so I use caterpillar, so the picture of caterpillar, to teach them everything about noun. It's about who or what. It's again, if you look here, right, I'm going to tell you what it is. Actually, I have this caterpillar, it's like the caterpillar, so, okay, I will explain what it is. It's, right, for some children, so I have 4 children that I teach in some school. Okay, so, and when we put here the N, it will be for noun. It's a name. I say that this is a name, right? And I say, as a caterpillar, here lives a noun, right? Names of different subjects. And this caterpillar has 2, how do you call it? I call it antennas, whatever they call it. Antennas. You know, kids, what was interesting, I will tell you, when the kids were I don't know, they were not like kids like this. They wanted to behave not very well. And when I explained to them this be, and I said that, I has chosen, and I didn't want to say the form of the verb be. How do you call it? Not the form. And some boys said, штаны, trousers. They say great. So, and they say, For I, you have to put trousers am. For he, she, it, you have to put trousers is. Okay, it was really fun. I don't know, I like it. And then the other said, it's gonna be shlem, whatever, or helmet. And then somebody said it's gonna be a key. So there were only 4 of them. He said, what kind of key you're gonna use in this? Maybe to some of you it might seem that it's distraction, that it is something which has nothing to do with grammar. But for kids, they remember it because it's image and they remember it. So that's why I just asked them, how do you call these things? And they said, so each of them have like this. I just remember. So with antennas. So why this caterpillar has 2 antennas? On one antenna lives a or n. And it's kind of like a dress, so it has. And how do we sort the verbs here? So I'm gonna show you this big, okay, sorry. Okay. So first of all, if we make one, if one thing turns into many, if we change singular to plural, we put them here because all nouns will add s. By the way, if I close it, it means that it's singular, nothing, just a, let's say, a pen or the pen. And we will speak later about, maybe not today, I tell them later, or maybe it depends, because I'm a little bit spontaneous person, so maybe it's not good, but okay. So here in this circle, we put all the nouns which add s. Here we put all the nouns which add es. Here all the nouns which change final y to ies. Here fe to ves. Here irregular, put them singular only and plural only. So, and for example, in the book, in the textbook, there was a task, sort the nouns, families or food or something, into different spelling. So, and when they put it, it's kind of, they put it here. So it's just visual, everything is visual, and it's better remembered. So what is here, what is more here? I open this, for me it's an, here it's this, that, these, those, and for that I use the river. The river, it's, they went to the whiteboard and they draw the river. I didn't even tell them. We draw the river and I say, draw a man here, he's here. Okay, give him a name. Okay, Joe is here, whatever. And draw another man, he's gonna be on the other bank of the river. Joe is there, here, and there. So here, what is gonna be here? They draw a ball, somebody draws something else. I have a tree here. So when we name the things, because we are here, we say this tree. Because Joe is there, it's gonna be that tree. Well, and so on, you understand it, okay? So this idea, by the way, usually I give them, but then I understand that it's much better if they draw it. And then I'm telling them, draw this, and this, okay? Well, so what else do I have here? You all determiners that come with the noun. I, his, her. Here, some, any. For some and any, I call it a coin. We cut a circle, we write some, it's going to be our coin, then we turn the coin the other side, and we write here any. And then we write minus and question. Nothing may be special, but when it is visual, all those coins are metal, and when they do exercises, they just use it, and they remember it better, okay? That's right. And so this is the caterpillar. It was for the verb be. Any questions?
What is circle? Can be the last 2 circles.
Yeah, I know.
Singular and plural. Let's talk about sheep, deer,
irregular.
You put it to regular.
Yeah, I put it to. By the way, I have another one with Latin origin, but I decided, yeah, Latin origin. It's for advanced. Okay, I think they are irregular. They are irregular. So okay, and it's well, so you can use it differently. Any other questions or? No? Okay, right. So these are the caterpillar, and again, so here I drew, maybe it's because it's smaller S here, and when, for example, I tell them about 3 magics of the letter C. The letter C has 3 magics. The first one, I just told you. What is the second magic of the letter S?
It's here in the greenhouse.
Here.
In present simple, the
Right.
words like
Yes, but this is the third magic. What is the second magic? And we kind of play the whole game. It's a possessive case. Possessive case. This is the second magic of the letter S. So the first magic, okay, the second magic, and the third magic, okay? It was interesting when we played with them. So somebody came here, and then, okay, this is apostrophe, which, okay, S, come to me. So then somebody comes, and it's going to be S. Then this S looks at this, who is the host, and said, what do you want? And he said, I want a bike. He says, okay. Oops, who's going to be the bike? So this is whoever this Marina's bike. S, okay, kind of attracts like magnet. So that's why we have 3 magics of the letter S, okay? Now we go to 16 verb tenses for people, for professions. Yeah. So this is with grammar house and with tenses. So it was about the verb be. Now we're gonna work with tenses. By the way, those who were at the previous, I remember I gave you how to work with verb tenses in 3 times spaces and 6 steps practicing, right? I brought some more today. Who doesn't have it, I'm gonna give it to you, right? Yes. 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 And I can actually I can send it to you. I have it. Right? Yes. Yes. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Come on, say it.
thanks.
I have 2 more. Yes. Anyone? Oh, sorry. Okay. I will just send it to you. Right. So, speaking about why was all that fuss about communication? By the way, I think that what I showed to you, all those visuals, they actually helped not to think about the rules. You know, they how it works. So the rules do not come first. The rules do not come first. So they concentrate on something else, something visual, and it really helps. Well, according to statistics, about 80% of people are visual. And if they use it, they have it. For example, if you use this grammar house, what is in that grammar house? All 16 verb tenses, all 16. You remember I told you where are the 4. When we make plans from present, we use will. When we made plans for future from the past, here, you use the past tense or will would. Additional 4, so all 16 grammatical structures. And they have all here. If they look at them, right, for some time, they will kind of remember them. Their memory will keep all those basic elements of the grammar structures. Well, okay. Now, speaking about, okay, for people, for professions. I'm going to give you, right, yes, give you this one. It's another one. Okay, it is more for students. It will be good for students, I guess. I have to, could you please pass? Yeah, everything that she does, This is it. You have to, well, if your students forget S, come on. This is great, but if they want to know English well, if they want to get good grades, for communication it doesn't mean a lot. Believe you know that. It's not logic. But at the same time, if they want to improve their English, so you open this S and they're gonna say they develop, or say she develops this one, she designs this, she meets clients, she okay, this is what she does, okay. You can say she and Maggie, she and Brian. Okay, Brian is also a civil engineer, and Caroline is a civil engineer. They design, so it's going to be different grammar. So you do not need this S. Then this week or this month, and it should be only continuous. I remember that when I taught adults and when they try to translate "я работаю," for example, from Investbank, why should I say work? Why not I'm working? Because it's your temporary. Because people will. This is because this is the influence of our language. It's I'm working. You can say, okay, I work for Prominvestbank in the central office in Kyiv, but this week I'm working in the Lviv branch of this. That's correct, and not only correct, it communicates different information. It communicates different information because it specifies it. Then, okay, now we speak about how many bridges or how many schools has she already designed. This is information right now. It's not about past. How many schools has she designed already? She has designed whatever, okay, where? In Kyiv Oblast, okay, that's right. Yes, okay, so it goes only perfect, right? And she has been working at the project of a new school for, I don't know, some kind of place, and for more than half a year, or maybe it's too much to work at the project. So it goes like this. So the idea is, if we take profession and we take a verb, you work only with those verbs, and you actually change the situation, and you can also go about the past. So last year I met Caroline. Okay, when I met her, she worked as a civil engineer. You can say, by the time I met her, she had already designed whatever. So you can go here. It's a great stuff when you're gonna plan some activity for the future. And if for planning a future activity, it's also really great because you can start with, again, you remember this, there are 3 different basic structures that speak about future. She thinks, you know what, so you got the journalist, she's giving a press conference, or she's meeting friends, and her friends asks her, hey, have you ever designed a business center? And she said, no, but okay, I think I will try it. So will give us. So we are here, and whenever we use will, it's our reaction and response to something we see now. It's on the spot decision. It's on the spot decision. You hear the doorbell, I'll get it. You hear, okay, somebody say, hey honey, we don't have bread. No problem, I'll go and get it. So I hear that's something and I respond to it. It's on the spot decision. Then in 10 minutes, honey, are you still home? We still need bread. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get it. The second time, so not I will, it should be I am gonna buy it. Why? Because it's a second thought. Yes, because it's a second. You can also, it's interesting when you, what is the difference? The difference, sometimes you know that be going to, by the way, why it is on the yellow page, because, because it looks like continuous, but it is not continuous. And here, for example, let's speak about Caroline. Caroline said, you know what, I think I will join the project team that might, whatever, I don't know, might design a business center. Okay, in a couple of days you meet her again, and she said, okay, we are building a business center. Next month, starting building, or we are building next year. Why? We are building next year. What does it communicate? It communicates that, hey, everything has been already arranged and decided. So this is it. So when she was thinking about it, she said, you know what, so it should be from here. It's on the spot decision. I will do it. Okay? When she knows it, I am going to do that. It's the second thought. It's not the first one. This one I will. It's the first thought. Okay? That's right. So you can actually do different things. So you can take, so this, it was just like, it was actually a sample. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you now some, okay, right. I'm going to give you some, now you will have some break from my speaking and you will do like this. Here is, so, just a second. What I think we should do differently, if, for example, I were a teacher at school, which I'm not, and imagine that there is no boss above me, I can do whatever I want. The only thing which is required from me, your students should speak good English. They should understand English grammar, whatever. How I would arrange the whole teaching process differently. So this is the way I see it now, because I don't work at school, so I understand it. But I've been working with English a lot, and I know how it is to do something new. In any case, I would arrange teaching around topic, first of all. I would choose topic. And then I would work with 3 categories of verbs. Names, nouns, descriptive verbs. I have some up, I haven't brought it today with me, but it's actually. And the third big bulk of words, it's verbs. For verbs, I've got grammar house. For nouns, I've got this caterpillar sound. Actually, we can go to nouns from this grammar house here. Here. Even use gerund. It's actually noun. It's the name of activity. It is noun. It's name of, we have it in our language. Sorry, I'm going to speak Russian, whatever. Чтение, плавание, right? Yeah, so this is it. So I will arrange the teaching process around topics, and then I will work with words and verbs, okay, integrating them in different structures. And I will use not grammatical structure one by one separately. I will use it like this, because all elements are here. I will just change the situation. I will say what I will just speak about. Not the rules, but we are going to plan our action. We are going to speak what we do every day, okay? Or what maybe she is a civil engineer, but okay, so right now I'm going to give you the list of, so I have actually 4 activity for you. No, 3. Every day, weekly, monthly, and yearly chores. It's for you. Then I have traveling. That's traveling too for you, okay? And cooking. I can one and cooking. So, and right now I want you to work with it. Would you like to do traveling, for example? Daily chores, okay, and cooking. oops, could you, for cooking, I just browsed the internet and I found this lady, sorry about that, and I found this lady who is Indian. Which one would you like? So, daily chores?
Parents.
Right. So, now this is what I want you to do. If you look at the, who has got traveling? Who has got traveling? I have some extra. Would you like to have traveling? Right, traveling. For traveling, yes, you could work with your neighbor and put them in the right sequence, or that's right. It depends. So this I left some space so you can put them in the right sequence. Then, okay, I am going to give you your virtual group, your virtual people. Okay. So I give you your virtual people. Okay, could you please, yeah. One more. Okay. So, and now looking, just as I told you about this, could you please practice traveling, right? Using this. Traveling, then you have chores. What do you have? Do you need? Do you need this? Okay. Do you need virtual people, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. And if you have cooking, for cooking that was interesting. This lady, for cooking. One more thing. Sorry, I didn't. One more thing. You can practice only kind of narration. You can tell something what they do, right? But to make it communication, you should do it like triad. Okay, in which way? For example, right? If you look, let's take traveling. For traveling, you have plan and itinerary. No, it's a marshrout. For example, I'm going to start from Kyiv, then I go to Lviv, then this is itinerary. Okay, it's not synonym to itinerary. Itinerary, it's route, but it's actually not route. It's the sequence of.
What is schedule?
Well, it's the sequence of places you are going to visit. Yes, so you are going to visit. This is your itinerary. It's usually about traveling, right? So, for example, you say that you look here. You can say Philip always plans his itinerary. And the other person is going to say, but Mary never does it. She never plans her itinerary. She doesn't like it. Okay? Or you remember, actually, not to kind of go into those triad, you have all the steps. How to work with. Yeah, here it is. How to work. So you can look there. So you can arrange this. Sorry, I'm trying to. Maybe if I'm kind of too fast, but I'm trying to cover a little bit more material. So you can say again, who is Philip always plans his itinerary, and does Linda. So does Linda. So in your conversation, in your speaking, you should involve all those people, and you should think how it's going to happen. You should involve all those people. Okay. For cooking, this lady gives us two recipes: how to cook borscht. She's an Indian lady, and how to cook a Turkish salad, and what she does. So you can actually make it as a TV show, like you are commenting what is happening on the TV show. For example, you can say, what is Philip doing now? Philip is chopping whatever. So Mary right now is doing that. So in a to say, okay, Philip has finished chopping that. He's now going to do this. Okay? So and so on. So you can practice what is she doing, what has she finished, and she's going to do something else. So, and you involve different people, it's going to be more interesting because you're going to speak about not one person. Okay, or you can actually ask question. What is Mary doing now? Sorry, I can't see. So I'm in the kitchen now. I'm not watching this TV show, but I know that they are participant or contestants. Sorry. So what are they doing? You can ask question and answer. Okay, has she finished chopping, or have you finished chopping? You can talk as if you are doing like this, right? And as teachers, sorry, that you can do a lot of things involving those people. For cooking, that was interesting. She provided a recipe for borscht, and I can say, how does she cook borscht? Takes this. I don't take it for, okay, I don't do that. And I never put celery in. She does. Her sister, okay, the recipe, and she does it. So the more person you involve, you just choose the time space. And you look here. If you forgot how to ask a question, how to put negative, if you practice in that, again, it's about skills. It's maybe not about speaking activity like already presentation, but for practicing skills. So I really find it very useful if I involve virtual people, and I do different tables, like, or they are going to have a party, what each of them has brought, okay, and so on and so forth. Okay? For day chores, yeah, interesting, right? For daily chores, what was interesting here? Weekly chores. Does anyone need yeah. So, and again, if you look at those virtual group, right, people, right? So you can say, who does it? You can say, Philip doesn't prepare meal. That's right. He doesn't prepare meal. He doesn't dust furniture. He doesn't do laundry, but he feeds pets.
And why he does laundry each day and get the trash out
Only weekly. Because
why?
I will explain it. I expected that question. Those home chores from the internet, actually American site, they have big containers for trash, and they have big containers every day whenever they have trash, and they don't have wet trash. You know that? They have only dry trash because they have this special thing in their sink, you know. It just like they grinded everything, which it is kind of grind. And it goes out. And they sort it. So that's why trash, so that they take it once a week. Because it's not like, can you imagine wet trash once a week? Kind of, it's gonna be, stink. Right. So I have some extra for daily chores. Okay? Which one? The travel? Okay. So this is it. If you want to show what you've done, is it okay? Your suggestions? Who wants to tell? Any volunteers? Come on. No? Okay. If not, then I would like to go to another activity, and this will be more like practicing for everyone. So I would like to show you how I work with verb forms. So this is here, what I showed you right now, it's more like for developing skills, right? It's for practicing. Right now, this is, I think it's for, I have not so many, then it's one for the table. And this is more like review of all verb forms. Could you give it there and one? Okay. Right now, you have this one. I'm going to do it. 1 for 2, 1 for 2, 1 for. Could you please And this one, one more? Okay. Right. So this is it. It's just we making a review. I think it's more like advanced level. Yes, I have one more. Okay. You can see on this color picture you have the verb the verb swim. Okay, the verb swim, and you have the numbers for each number for each picture. Okay, and now you have the text. Can you read number one? Yeah. Can you read number one? Yes. This boy is swimming for the medal in the swimming race. And you have the color. You see, you have the color of the house. You have the color of the house. Yellow. Where are we? Continuous. Center. So now I would ask you, for example, to circle the grammar. So what is the grammar of this? So what you should circle is swimming. Have you found it here? It is swimming. So once again, so what does it tell us? What does it communicate us? So this boy is swimming for the medal in the swimming race. It is happening right now. So we are maybe in the swimming pool or whatever, right? Okay, what about A? So could you please, who's gonna read next? Come on. Next. Could you please? Come on, read it.
At 10 a.m. Nick was swimming in the swimming pool. Nick was swimming in the swimming pool when Nick was
Okay, now could you find it? Now it's again, where are we? It's down in the yellow, and this is it. When one action was going on, another interfered, right? So this is, do you see where it is in the house? Where it is in the house? Yeah, first of all, it's the basement, so this is it. Okay, so, and this is it. This is it. So it's when Jane first saw him. Right. So this is it. Okay? So this is the next one, B. Can you read B? Okay, yes?
Nick will be swimming in the swimming pool tomorrow afternoon. Why don't you join him?
Exactly. So this one is it's yellow future. So again, so the main idea of continuous specify. So specific. So it's specific. I can say, he will swim. What is the difference? So and again, whenever we teach or learn something and we do not see it in the whole variety of tenses, we will never get it. Because we have to understand why, what it tells us, what it communicates. Why do they have it? Okay? I can say, but it's going to be a little bit different. This one, Nick will be swimming. Why don't you join him? So we can color this one in what color? All these, it's yellow color here, and it is yellow. This is the picture number one. What about number two? What about two? Can you read it, please? Number two.
Let's swim in swimming lane 2 is the winner. He's the best swimmer of the season.
Right. What is this? The man swimming in the swimming lane 2 is the winner. Who is the subject of the sentence? The man. Okay. And then what do we know about him? No.
He's the winner.
The man is. That's right. The man is the winner. Where is it in our grammar house? Where is it? It's the verb be. Here. It's here. It's the verb be. Where is it? It is here. That's it. The man is the winner. But it's really, the man is the winner. That's right. Okay? What is swimming here? Which? What is the man? Okay, first of all, swimming. What does this word? Okay, actually, what verb does she kind of, I don't know how to say, just a second. It just swimming, it tells us about something. What's this something it tells us about this word? About the man, that's right. Actually, the man swimming. Swimming in this case, it's a descriptive word. It is descriptive word. Тот, который плывет. And this is interesting. Here, we sentence into two simple sentences. We can say, the man is swimming in the swimming lane too. He is the winner. We're going to have two simple sentences, but we can make a sentence by combining them. So swimming here is a descriptive word and it tells us about the man. What about swimming lane? It is the same function, right? It is descriptive word. It is descriptive word of lane. What kind of lane? Swimming lane. That's right. The lane for swimming. Okay, that's right. So and again, we cannot color it or whatever color, right? Because it's actually here side. What about number 3? Who's gonna read it? Come on. Yes? But in any case, if Caroline or Brian, that's right, okay, let's say HR officer, they act okay, whatever, promote people. Okay, so let's say here it's very useful when we use our native language, or maybe not. So what do you think? How do you teach conditionals? How do you learn conditionals? What is difficult about conditionals? Huh? Everything. Okay. It is okay. You know, it is not mixed conditional. It's about the it is here. It's about the. So you know, you just really, actually, you have to feel. You have to feel. You have to understand. You have the first thing you have to decide what time space I am and what time space I'm talking about. This is it. And then you just use the grammar. You do not actually, well, maybe translate if you follow this. For example, I'm for interview. If Caroline invites you, he will be satisfied, happy, surprised, anything. Okay? Right. So, okay, once again, we call it real, whatever. So we can start, you know what? Caroline will be happy to go to the interview. He will be happy to go to the interview. And then we add this condition. If Caroline asks him, if she invites him, она его пригласит. I think here without our native language, because we translate it, especially at the first stages, okay? People, our native language interferes with that. We cannot turn it off, unfortunately. So once again, if we speak, if she invites, and то он наденет новый костюм. If it doesn't, okay. А если его не будет дома, пригласите его. Stop. Если его не, if he isn't at home, okay, at home, he will not read the mass, not read the note. If he isn't, so this is it. It is really hard because, you know, when we teach students, it's okay. We are in the rules, we are in the structure. But when we start talking to real people, we make mistakes. Believe me, I know that. We teachers, or we make, because we do not, you remember, it is have also skill because we teach about the rules and grammars. Okay, then actually real. Here and here. Next one. Caroline did not invite Brian for the interview. He was upset. Right? Okay, so now We speak about what? About something that already happened. Yes? In the past, about the past. Take it, go to the past in blue and open it. Inside it, you have, open. Yep, open. This is the past. Now, and again, listen, right now I said, so she did not, by the way, we have be in the basement the same. It is be and all other verbs, right? So, but the structure for unreal, something that didn't actually happen. So she did not invite him, okay? So he was upset. So this is something that did not happen. So we are going to see how it's going to work. Because it did not happen, so we describe something which did not happen, which was not true. Which was true, we have it. For true, we have this. Something that was not true, we should use this, which is lower, how to say, then this is past, and what I have in English to show that it is still go deeper, whatever question, but in any case, right? So this is okay. Он был бы счастлив. By the way, вот тогда, в прошлом, вот тоді, to meet it in real communication. And then I don't have anything against kind of using grammar structure. It seems to me that real communication, and we not ask our students now put the verbs in present simple. To me, it's more important what every grammar structure tells us, what it carries in itself, okay, what it gives. So that's why. Anything that you want to say?
You say about